Hello and welcome to your monthly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are looking at October 2021. I can't quite wrap my head around that, but welcome. These are your TarotScopes for the month ahead. TarotScopes are released every single month on the last Friday of the month to give you insight, inspiration, and guidance for the month ahead. The videos will remain available to you throughout the month of October and even after that. So if you ever need to come back and watch again, you certainly can do so. TarotScopes, I have put them together to help you with insight, with guidance, with inspiration, looking at various or a few areas of life that I feel is relevant and appropriate for every one of us. So just a little bit of insight into the energies around what you can expect on emotions, what you can expect around finances, and what you can expect around your health, as well as giving you an overall kind of theme for the month ahead. And also, just before we finish off, I like to give a little bit of information as to what to watch out for and what to embrace, what to accept into your life during the month as well. I've had so many people say to me over the last couple of months when they've watched the TarotScopes that they've come back to it sort of closer to the end of the month or partway through the month, just as a reminder, just to sort of check. And there's so much that is applicable and appropriate. And I'm always a little bit blown away as to how relevant it can be for so many different people. I also, when I set up and start recording these videos, I do set the intention that it be applicable to your sun sign, which is your standard zodiac that we're all aware of, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So if you know what your moon sign is, if you know what your rising sign is, you can watch those videos as well, which will help you to have a little bit more information into you, what you're dealing with and what you're going through. All I ask in return, if you do enjoy the content, all I ask is that you click that subscribe button over there. Click the subscribe button, and then if you click the little bell next to it, basically what happens is you will then receive a notification every single time I upload a video. At the moment, my upload schedule is a daily tarot reading, 7 days a week, Monday to Sunday. Actually, I'm lying to you, that's Monday to Saturday, because on Sundays I like to do Oracle Sundays. So Oracle Sundays, we do a little bit more of an in-depth reading. We give a little bit more guidance into the Sunday and into the week coming up. So you can almost look at it as a week ahead kind of forecast energetically. And then during the week, we'll have just a straightforward tarot reading to give guidance for the day. And then every Friday, we'll have something interesting. Normally it's a pick a card. Normally it's a pick a card kind of reading. And the last Friday or Friday of the month will be TarotScopes. And there may be one or two little other things that might crop in over the next month as well. So do be sure to click that subscribe button. And click the bell so that you don't miss anything. And of course, if you want more from me, there's always more. Now I sound like I'm an advert, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to sell myself to you. But if you want more, if you would like to have personal reading with me once a week, do consider joining my YouTube channel members. So just once you've clicked subscribe, just beneath over there, you will find, once you've clicked subscribe, you will find a button that says join. And when you join there on the second or the third tier, every single Wednesday evening, South African time, 7 p.m., I do live readings where you get to ask questions and you get to get instant answers from me. The channel is growing so nicely. I have so many members already, and I love it. It is just, we have so much fun on a Wednesday evening. It's so interactive, it's so fun, and I know that everybody who's part of the club just can't wait for Wednesdays to come along. So let me stop babbling now. I'm finished with my sales pitch. Let's get into your TarotScopes, because that is, of course, exactly why you are here and what you are looking for. So we're going to get started, and I do hope that you enjoy. Right, Pisces, let's get into your reading and let's see what the month of October has in store for you. As you can see, I have shuffled and laid out some cards that we're going to be working with. We are going to start with this one over here, which is going to give you your theme for the month ahead. So what does the month of October 2021, what is the overall theme for all Pisces energy? Let's turn it over and see what we've got. We have got a card that says shift the way to new potential. shift the way to new potential. I like that because basically what it means is let's move things out of the way. Let's shift things, situations and circumstances. Let's get things out of the way so that our path or our walkway or our journey to new potential is open and uncluttered and nothing in the way. I'm loving this bright green. It's actually not so bright green. It's actually quite a dark green, but I'm loving that green energy as well because green energy always reminds me of being earth-centered and connected and pathways and walkways and all of these kind of things. So shift the way to new potential. It's recognizing that there is opportunity for you. There is potential out there for you. But it's a case of shifting our energy, shifting our perspective, shifting our viewpoints to be more in line with the new potential that's available to you. I think that's actually such an awesome theme for the month ahead. Alrighty, so Pisces, let's get into it. We've got tarot cards laid out. We're going to look at the top row first, and then we will come down to these two across the bottom. These three cards across the top are giving us insight into three different areas of your life in the month of October. We're looking at emotionally, so the energy around your emotional self during the month. We're going to look at your finances, and we're going to look at your health and well-being as well. So starting off with your emotional self, what is the emotional energy around you for the month of October for all Pisces energy? Emotionally, what do you need to be aware of? And the card we have is the Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is the card of trying to find a balance. Okay, and you can see what she's done is she's standing on top of this really tall, really skinny building, and looking at her body language, it's almost like she's been hopping or jumping from building to building. She's balancing. She's got two sticks that she's balancing on a finger, and we have these two balls that are floating across the top. And she's trying to find her balance. And you know what? A little gust of wind, somebody giving her a fright, anything can happen that can topple, and she will lose her balance and lose everything that she's holding. And if she loses everything that she's holding, she's going to fall surely to her demise, okay, to her death, because she's high up. Emotionally, what this is saying to you, Pisces, is that October, the month of October, is about finding balance in your emotions. It's about recognizing that maybe we have an imbalance at the moment. Maybe we're putting too much energy and effort into certain things and none or not enough into others. So our focus is going to be finding that emotional balance, that emotional stability. Stability is such the wrong word, because when we have balance, there is movement happening. And through that movement, we don't have stability, but it's having that balance, even though we're jumping from building to building, even though there's all of this. And I do think it's about shifting our perspective. And the perspective is, do we have to keep it balanced, or can we just hold the two balls in our hand? What do we have to do? What are the rules of engagement? Okay, that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. What are the rules of engagement that you need to be focusing on and that you need to be paying attention to? But it's about finding that emotional balance. When we talk about emotions, we're not specifically or only referencing romantic relationships or your partnership with another person. We're talking about, your interactions with total strangers, your interactions with your colleagues, with your friends and family, with anybody that you engage with. And it's about trying to have that I'm going to call it the fluidity of the balance in everything that you do. And it's time that we recognize that we need to make some changes. We need to make some shifts to make way for the new potential emotionally that's coming through for you. So you're obviously in process of change at the moment. Looking at where she is, she's come a certain distance already, and she's continuing. She's going to continue. You are partway through transition, partway through change in your emotional outlook, in the way that you feel, the way that you handle circumstances and situations. But what we need to do is we need to make sure that we have that balance, because clearly there is an imbalance somewhere. All right, Pisces, let's move on and see what else Spirit needs you to know. We're going to look at your finances. And when we talk about finances here, we're talking about your career, your working, and your ability to generate income for yourself. So finances in general, what is the energy for the month of October? We have got the Devil card. This deck, the Devil card, is so pretty. I love that bright red. So it's almost like she's a disguise. So she's sitting there looking like she's a lady, looking like she's just a person. But the truth of the matter is, I'm going to bring it a bit closer. she is a spider. So if the camera would focus on it, you can see that coming out of her torso over here is this spider. Look at all the spider webs that we have and everything around her. Can you see that she's holding 2 cherries? And we know that cherries are representative of luck and fortune. And it's the temptation. The cherries is the temptation to bring people closer, thinking, oh, just an innocent lady offering us some cherries. Let's go forward and take them. But as soon as we come near the cherries, the spider's going to come out and grab us, okay? So what is this saying to you? It's saying to you that you need to be very mindful, Pisces, in the month of October. Don't don't allow yourself to be suckered into temptation, okay? With regards to your money, with regards to your finances, it's about being honest with yourself about what is legit, what's not legit, checking everything before you succumb, remembering we are changing our thinking, changing our perspectives, changing the way that we look at life. And just because things appear to be quite safe on the outside doesn't mean that you should take the gamble, doesn't mean that you should take the chance. It's about investigating, okay? So financially, work-wise for you, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't look on the outside and think, oh no, she's quite innocent, she's quite safe, I can go in and I can grab the cherries. Because if you do that, you're going to get bitten by the spider. So let's be safe. Let's check twice before we act. Let's shift our way to new potential, because financially things can improve. Things will improve, but if you keep going in for those cherries, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Alrighty, and let's make sure that we are not doing that, or not allowing ourselves to step into spider webs. We don't want to be caught in the spider web at all, Pisces. All right, let's have a look at your health and well-being. So looking at your physical body, health and well-being, what is the message that Spirit have for you in the month of October? And we have another major arcana card, and this time we have got the card of the Star. The Star is such a beautiful card. I mean, it's not so bright red and vibrant as we had with the Devil, with the card of temptation. But what we have with the Star is a very general, a very gentle energy, okay? And we have this angelic being that's sitting there. She's got these beautiful wings and she's got her little magic wand. She's sitting in front of her palace, but it's almost like she's waiting for something. The Star card is the card of hope. It's the card of renewal, of healing, of health, of replenishing energies. So physically, you've been going through something, and where you're at now is almost at a place of healing, a place of becoming better than you were, but it's also a case of giving yourself a chance to catch up with yourself. Okay, again, remembering, sorry, didn't mean to bump the card. Remembering we are shifting our way to a new potential. With the Star card, it's saying to you, keep your eye on the big picture, keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on everything that you're doing with your physical being, but recognize that it is a bit of a slow process. Healing is happening. You are certainly improving. Your physical well-being is getting better, but we're not there yet. We need to be kinder, gentler, and a little bit more laid back, a little bit more relaxed with your activities to allow yourself to catch up. You know what? There's a lot going on here. Okay, Pisces? There's a lot going on, but we are shifting and moving from one perspective to another, from one potential to another. We are trying to find balance. We're always tempted to take shortcuts. We're always tempted to do something that maybe we shouldn't do, and we have suffered for it. But where we are at now is we are improving. Things are getting easier, things are getting better, but we do have to be a little bit more patient with ourselves. All right, so with your physical body, your health and your well-being, just be a little bit kinder, just be a little bit gentler, and don't put too much pressure on yourself during the month of October. And I know that's hard. I know that's really hard, you know, especially when you know what you're capable of and what you can do and what you want to do. But we do need to just be kinder. We do need to just be a little bit gentler with ourselves. All right. So Pisces, we have got 2 cards left across the bottom here. And what we're looking at with these 2 cards is, what do you need to embrace during the month of October, and what do you need to be mindful of during the month of October? So we're going to be honest with ourselves with regards to what you can put your energy into and what you need to maybe pull back a little bit. So let's have a look. What do you need to embrace? What energy do you need to embrace during the month of October? And we have got another major arcana card. So we've got 3 of them out of our 4 so far, which tells you that it's going to be a big, significant month. We have got the Chariot, and the Chariot is the card of movement. It's the card of progress, but it's also the card of focus. Okay, the Chariot says, so she is the snail. The snail is her. They are one and the same, but they are different. They are separate. You can see by the reins that she has control over the vessel, over the snail. She is directing the snail's direction. The snail looks like it wants to move maybe towards that castle. She, on the other hand, she's looking in the other direction, but yet they're just, I want to say, wandering aimlessly. This is the card of what you need to embrace this month. And this is Spirit Pisces saying to you, stay focused on the big picture. Stay focused on your journey. Stay focused on where you want to end up, where you want to go. Because if you allow yourself to get distracted by those cherries, if you allow yourself to get distracted, you're not going to arrive at your your destination. You're not going to arrive where you want to be. So it is about recognizing that we need to shift our perspective. We need to shift our vantage point so that we can achieve the potential of what we need to. And this is something that you need to embrace. It's about being focused on your balance, about focused on the temptation, and it's about allowing, being patient and allowing the healing to take place while not taking your eye off the prize. Okay. Here we have the card of what to be mindful of, what to watch out for during the month. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles, we have this lady in a beautiful dress standing on the other side of a fence. We have a chain that's along the fence, and there are padlocks. And the padlocks are locked. So she is on the other side with no way of coming to the front. She's also holding on to her property, holding on to her house. She's holding on to it in a way of saying, I'm not ready to let it go. I'm not ready to let it go. I'm not ready to let it go. This is something that you need to watch out for. What are you holding on to? Looking at all of this, what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? This is Spirit saying to you, watch out for this. Watch out that you're carrying around too much, and it's time to start letting go of situations, of things, of people, of circumstances, etc., that are no longer serving you. It's time to let them go. So we need to remain focused while we also recognize what we can and what we can't change. So Pisces, I'm not done with you yet. I am now grabbing a deck of cards. This is an oracle deck that matches this tarot system. But it's created by the same person. And what I want to do now is I want to shuffle and draw just one more card, which is going to help us just understand this, what to embrace and what to watch out for during the month. So what to embrace was being focused on our journey, being focused on where we're going and what we're doing. And what to watch out for was what we're holding on to. What are we not prepared to let go of? What are we holding on to that needs to be put down and let go of? Let's see, for all Pisces energy for the month of October, and we're taking that card apparently. What do we have? We have got card 2, which is all about liberty. It's all about liberty. Look at it, isn't it gorgeous? So here we have this beautiful lady. She's standing with her hands behind her back. Her eyes are closed. Her hair has all of this magic, clouds, moons, stars. We even have a dove coming out of a cage. It is the card of liberty. It is the card of truth. It is the card of accepting everything as it is. So what we have here is her turning her back on the things that might have been important or significant previously. She's looking the other way, or she's turned away so that this bird is free to escape, free to go wherever it needs to. The fact that her hair, it's almost like it's an upward trend. It's almost, and in her hand, I know it might be difficult to see, but she's holding something in her hand to tempt the bird out of the cage. And then the bird can follow the path away from her towards happiness, towards success. Honestly, friends, when I look at this for Pisces energy, I think it's saying to you that you know what you need to do, you know where you need to go, you know what journey you need to take, but we're so trying to keep everything together, because that's what the 4 of Pentacles is about, holding on to and trying to keep everything together, when actually what we need to do is just let it go. And liberty is about your truth. It's about standing up in your power, and it's about doing things that feel right for you and not allowing other people's opinions, if I can say, to influence you in any way. So, and it's interesting that the liberty card falls directly below the devil, the card of temptation, the card of, you know, making sure that you don't get caught in the wrong webs and the wrong ways. It's about standing up for yourself, and it's about standing up in your integrity, standing up in your truth, and recognizing that it's time to let go. She's letting the bird escape. She's letting the bird go. She's letting go of the things that are maybe holding her back. So, Pisces, I do think this is an important message for you, and quite something significant. There is new potential. There is new opportunity for you. There is definitely a whole new world waiting for you. The only way that you're going to achieve that, the only way that you're going to get to that next month or in the future, is by finding that balance with your emotions, not feeling tempted to doing anything bad with your money or handling your finances badly. Don't allow temptation to make you make wrong choices and decisions. Be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, with your physical being, and allow yourself the chance to replenish your energies and to rebuild yourself. Focus on the task at hand, focus on the journey that you're going through, and recognize that by turning your back on a situation or a circumstance is probably the best way to actually put the burdens down and to let them go so that you don't carry them around with you unnecessarily forever. All right. So, Pisces, it certainly looks like you're in for an incredibly interesting month of October. I do hope that this reading helps you navigate those waters, navigate those situations. Come back to this video as often as you need to get a reminder, to help you so that you don't fall victim to the traps and to the situations that are set out for you. As always, with love and blessings, from my heart to yours. Until we connect again, take care.